have you with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. The postseason rolls on today with the Cure Bowl. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Coach Golding told me before the game, Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoffs next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Looking for a crease. It's Barry. Turning it on. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Durham. Could be an alley. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And this offense right away creating on the first drive an explosive play on the ground. They wanted to get the ground game going the second play. Not only do they get it going, it goes a long way, all the way to the house, and they take the early lead in this football game.
Running inside, it's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Time is down to 4. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Haas. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. The run inside. It's Lacey. Got enough for the 1st. Here's a little room there. And he scores! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, and there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The run to the left. Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU! Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Running the red zone, it's Berry. He's not going to make it. The defense stops the two-point try, and this is still a 5-point game. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now on the move. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays. Time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Off the play fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. The delay of game pushes the offense back. wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Great place to start for this offense. On the run, it's Berry. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Durham. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, LSU!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He turns it loose to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Odom. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He's looking to throw. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space. It's Berry. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Durham. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
On first down, it's Durham again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Grab it. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's stopped. Much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff, Caden Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. LSU quick to the line. Making side adjustments here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go back to the air on second down. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum. My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a finding some room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, how nice faces it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. On the run, it's Berry. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. LSU right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Levin. Fires left. Complete downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll run it. It's Lacy. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Gets it out quickly. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to Caden Durham. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. These receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Levin. Makes the catch, it's Green. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Rush is on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play, get the ball back to the offense?
Rebels offense is back on the field. Running inside. It's Lacy. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. To the air on second down. Got his man. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's caught. Glad to have you with us from Thomas Robinson Stadium. A couple of teams hoping to head into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Weather could be a factor. For more on that, we go to Holly Rowe.
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we are looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Guys?
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The run inside. It's Lacy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job. On defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. They'll send the back in motion. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has it with really good field position. He might want another play. Dante Moore. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Oregon! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might...
Unloads it downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gives his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Could not make his way to the corner. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the two, and they go on top 8-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback making checks. Moore looking for a huge play. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Moore to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. They're working that left side. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and they're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drills him with the stiff arm. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Lacy. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains. Just
picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Might be changing the route. Throwing Moore. That's caught. It's Moore. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. He saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys.
Makes the grab in their space. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. That's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The run inside. It's Lacy. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then
there's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Headed outside for the line. It's Lacy.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Send the tight end in motion. Trying to move them on the counter. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. We are just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense, shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Grab near the marker. It's Bear. Turning it on. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Still looking for a man. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
A lot of times on 3rd and long, you're not thinking blitz. You're thinking they're going to sit back in zone and play conservative. They blitz.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot.
There he goes. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down. Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's more to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you've got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down.
And a lot of times, if
makes the catch and he's free. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
no doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Crosses the goal line for the two-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space? Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires on the move. Finds his man. It's Odom. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Under fire. And down he goes. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football. Turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He slings it deep to the left. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Still on his feet. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. A top 10 showdown takes center stage here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Alexander. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the...
Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes against the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Joel Klatt, and Holly Rowe is patrolling the sidelines for us today. Hey, Holly.
Hey, guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. He told me this would be the test of the year with both of these teams in the Big Ten, ranked in the top 10. They have got to crowd the line of scrimmage and get after the quarterback, see if they can affect this top 10 defense and offense at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. To throw, it's Sayin. The pass rush closing in. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is exactly what makes this quarterback so effective, is you can do everything right down the field. The secondary is preventing this ball from going down the field, and yet he uses the athleticism to get himself into a short yardage. Now, you look at this down and distance, this is a great time to be aggressive, convert, trying to do all the things that put pressure on the defense. Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
Got an opening here. He's past the marker and still going. Here he goes. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Ohio State. They draw first blood in this national title game. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turn starts inside the 15. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers.
He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Your quarterback's out there. When you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it.
Going for a big play downfield. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Oregon. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. So this offense responds after falling behind. A satisfying drive, but also a relief drill. They get in the end zone. They match the earlier score from their opponent, and now they can feel better about things.
Way better about things. You don't want to go down multiple scores, in particular in a championship environment. Great job executing by this group. And now if I'm the offensive coordinator, I look at that drive, and I ask myself, what's working? How can I attack this defense moving forward? Take the success that you've already had and replicate that in later drives.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle. They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19.
Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, defense is ready for it.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Chris, I think that's smart from the offense and this quarterback. You don't want to force the football across the chains just to get the...
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Running through the tackle. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play. The Buckeyes hustle to the line and run the hurry up.
This D-line is just winning the line of scrimmage and this battle up front. They're being more physical and more aggressive, and the quarterback doesn't have really any chance to gain positive yards. You can tell he's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage from the get-go.
Favorable situation, 2nd and 4, but they pick up 6 on the first down pass. Looking to pass, it's Sayin. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. No huddle here for the offense.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Going for his running back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle, it's Smith. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
No mystery who they're looking to on 3rd down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Wants to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Sees an opening. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down for the 14. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Oh, they trap him for a sack. See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Ohio State has the lead after 1. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through 1 quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First down and more. He's still running. Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. Crosses the 10. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, how about the speed to take it the distance? Once he got a crease, it was over. There were even some defenders that had an angle, but he outran all of them for a touchdown. What a huge play for this offense. An outstanding run by this back.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field of 5 wide. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. On the move now. The ball is loose. The defense has got it.
I don't mind the decision to run there. There really wasn't anything open down the field, but you've got to protect the football once you become a runner. As a quarterback, the number one thing is the ball. You've got to take care of it throwing it down the field. You've got to take care of it when you're a runner. You've got to get down or get out of bounds. That is a bad turnover from this quarterback.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Goes out of bounds, but a nice play out across the 35. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. A new set of downs after that completion. They call the draw play here. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
This is a good call and really good execution. It takes some patience, first from the quarterback, getting those eyes downfield. But for this draw to be successful, I think it's all about that pass set from the offensive lineman. They got to really sell that pass set in order to get the defensive lineman up the field. And then there you go for a nice little run. Good job by the running back as well.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Oregon. Great connection there for 6 points. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And the Ducks will signal for their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. They'll try a pass here. Pump over the middle. It's Jackson. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's caught. He's got room. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. And with one explosive play there across midfield. First down at the 49. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! Ohio State will call their second timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Buckeyes getting set on first and 10. Dropping back. It's Sayan. Throws it to the right. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it.
Chris, he was wide open, and that would have been a huge gain for this offense. What a mistake. Sometimes you can just take your eyes off the football. There is no way to explain him dropping that ball. He's normally such a better player than that. Tell you what, you got to put that one behind you, because that one could be in the back of his mind the entire game.
And now the final timeout taken by the Buckeyes. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A great defensive play, and that should do it for the half. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop them. Back to pass. It's Moore. Quick throw to his receiver. And now he fumbles the ball. And the defense comes up with the football.
My first question in these situations is, did he secure it and become a runner, or is this an incompletion? And I think you can see that he's able to secure body part. Now there's an element of time. Yeah, he's definitely a runner. That's a fumble and a great turnover for this defense. Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He stopped short of that 1st down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. Dropping back. It's Moore. Looking for the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
Lets it go quickly. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's bringing it back. Across the 40. Now past the 30. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions, but the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
Keeping it on the ground here. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Ohio State. They couldn't stop him there.
This is a ton of trust that this offense, and this quarterback specifically, has in this wide receiver. If you get him the ball, even on a short play, you feel like he can make a play with his legs and his athleticism, and he's able to do that for a touchdown. That is a big play for this offense, and a lot of faith in that skill on the outside.
Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. Scanning the field. It's Sand. And the short pass caught in the end zone. They convert the two-point try. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's got it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. It's a run to the left. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Hill. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now. And the Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up. So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joe, can he make a play here to put his team on top?
Well, Chris, I think you put it perfectly there because, again, it's about the short memory. You erase those mistakes made previously in this game, and you think about the execution moving forward, the plays that you could make, the details of what you need to do from this point moving forward. If you're able to do that with that short memory, then you can go have success and come back in this game.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
This offense has got to stay out of it.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own end of the field. Needs a completion here on 4th down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a 1st down with plenty to spare. And they finally feature their elite wide receiver. We've been wondering, Joe, where is this guy? They haven't looked to him that much. May need to make a play to make up this deficit.
And, Chris, I will give this defense credit because they have rolled their coverage over the top of this great wide receiver. But as a quarterback, you're down in this game. Now it's the 2nd half. At some point, you just got to say, I got to go down with my best. You got to target him, and you got to target him often.
Back to pass. It's Moore. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ducks. The offense takes the lead here in the 2nd half.
What a huge play for this offense. That's a good read by the quarterback. Throwing the post to the wide receiver. There's a lot of trust in that guy. His athleticism on the outside, and he makes the catch. Beautiful throw. Touchdown offense. Tell you, they're playing well.
And they're running into the end zone, so they go up by a touchdown here. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. As we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series. Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, what a move. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. This running back just continues a monster performance in this championship game. Joel, they're feeding the hot hand. Interesting to see how they play it in this must-score drive.
Chris, I think a lot of it depends on what the defense does here. As they get conservative, why not allow your running back to chew up these yards? With this situation and the points that you need, I think you can still go to him. These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this third down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those three together.
Able to convert on third. Sets up. First and goal. The 8. The Ducks will signal for their first timeout. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Great chance of the offense to tie the game. First and goal.
Yeah, that's a really nice stop from the defense here. You get goal-to-go situation, and you got to bow your neck as a defense and play hard. And look at the block destruction up front. They're able to get in the backfield and create a negative play for this offense. That is exactly what you need when you get down here inside the 10.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Second down and goal upcoming. Looking for a receiver. He escapes the pocket. They'll bring him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 9-yard line.
Chris, what do you hear me say all the time in these red zone situations, and more specifically in goal-to-go situations? Don't put the ball in harm's way. It's touchdown, check down, and if the check down's not there, take it yourself. Get what you can get. As a quarterback, you've got to manage the game, and this is a great example of managing this goal-to-go situation.
Quarterback rolling to his right now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, I know they would love to stay on the field and put this ball in the end zone. A field goal doesn't really do anything, but hear me out. If they kick this field goal on 4th and long, they can get the ball back. They rely on their defense, get the ball back, then a field goal wins it on your next possession.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal, and this offense is down, needs this. Mental mistake by the defense, a 5-yard penalty. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Moves out of the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs. They come up short on the biggest snap of the season with everything on the line. And Joel, how about the stop of this defense in a huge moment?
The play of the season when their best was needed. What a remarkable job up front. This entire defense right where they needed to be. That is excellent execution. Now 1 first down and you can win a national championship. This game is not over, Chris. Still need to get a first down. There's still time left on the clock. What a massive series right here.
Working clock with the ground game. And they'll stop him short of the line to Ohio State will call their second timeout. Chance to talk over what they're going to call here on 3rd down.
Chris, I think this is time to be a bit conservative here. You've got the lead, and the last thing you want to do is create a short field for the opposition. So you need to create a first down and maybe run some clock out as well. Those are your 2 objectives here. You've got to achieve at least one of them.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. What a moment. One final play for this quarterback to secure the championship, a moment he'll never forget.
And the trust that this coaching staff has in him in this moment to cap off a national championship, throwing the football in this situation. This is why he will be a legend forever around this program.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. What an enormous achievement. National champions with a perfect record. That has been rare in the history of this sport, especially in the playoff era. Joel, think about that. What it took to get here. Never to stumble. Always to answer the challenge.
And, Chris, it's never been harder in this era because of the 9 games in the conference schedule, the conference championship game. You've got to go through the entirety of the college football playoff. To achieve this, it's almost unprecedented. We've seen a couple of teams come close. We saw Indiana a few years. They were able to get it done. But, my goodness, what a year for this group and this coaching staff. This is a team that all of college football will remember for a long time.
And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
game.